Everyone. Good afternoon, all. Can you please confirm me whether you can able to see the screen and whether you can able to listen the voice? Yeah. Hi, guys. Can you respond in the chat box? No. Yeah. Okay, guys. Without any delay, we'll start our class. Okay. As you all know that from today, we are going to start with aptitude classes. So before that, like yesterday, it was a small technical glitch. Because of that, like some people might not able to listen the patterns what we are going to cover. Okay, let me tell you a small introduction about what CV Corp teaches the students, because there are few students who are new to the batch. Okay, let me tell you like what are the things that we are going to cover in CV Corp. Okay, so as you all know that like when a student wants to appear for any particular drive, okay, you all know that a standard pattern. Okay, I mean standard rounds. Okay, what will be the first round that student needs to face is all about written test, right? I mean aptitude test. Okay, after clearing an aptitude test, okay, next round will be technical round. So technical round where they will be given some codes to write, or there might be a chances to conduct a pseudo code round. Okay, whatever all the things related to technical part. So after that, like you will be having a communication round. So what are the things that we are going to cover in CV Corp? Okay, you can see on the screen. Okay, first thing, the main thing is coding. Okay, we will be teaching you complete coding part. Okay, in Java, and also depends on the company's requirement. So we are going to cover in Python as well. Okay, so in coding part, what are the things that we are going to teach you? Okay, the basics, numbers, patterns, arrays, strings. Okay, and you will be having DSA as well. I mean data structures. Okay, and we are giving you all the students in Stacks platform to practice online coding. Okay, and followed by aptitude. Okay, so you all know that. Okay, in order to for all the freshers, okay, in order to get a job, aptitude plays a crucial role. Okay, so because if you attend maximum any companies, okay, either it may be MNC companies or startup based companies, so surely they will conduct an aptitude test. Okay, we'll discuss about brief regarding this aptitude, because our segment today is all about aptitude, right? So we'll discuss more about aptitude today. So next we'll talk about Java full stack. Okay, so we are going to teach you two different things here. Okay, coding. Okay, where no need to by heart any code. The students basically, like some students might by heart the code. So we will teach you like how we will write the code logically and how we will trace the code. Okay, and as well as like parallelly you'll be having a Java classes as well. So where we will cover core Java, okay, advanced Spring Boot, SQL, HTML, CSS. Okay, and followed by you'll be having major and mini projects as well. So after that, like whatever the things, okay, some students might be feeling that I'm very good at Java, or I'm very good at Python or programming or logical as well. Okay, if you are able to, if you want to clear I mean interview round, okay, definitely a student must have communication skill, right? So that's the reason like we have HR and communication classes as well, right from the starting. Okay, how to prepare a proper resume. Okay, and how to build up the skills, what are the skills required to clear an interview, either it might be ZD or ZAM. Okay, all the sessions will be conducted and followed by mock interviews and HR questions discussions. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to teach the students who are going to join in CV Corp. Okay, the already the students who are who join, okay, they might know, okay, few things, I mean all the things, like what are the things that we deal with in CV Corp. So for the students who are new, okay, these are the segments that we are going to cover in CV Corp. Now, when we are talking about like particularly, okay, today's agenda will be, just a minute. Yeah. Today's agenda will be to cover, okay, this aptitude syllabus. Okay, so before going to tell all the points regarding aptitude, okay, so as you all know that, let me check. Okay, guys. Let's start with an aptitude syllabus. Okay, before going to start with the syllabus and what are the topics that we are going to discuss in the next upcoming days. Okay, before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Shivaramesh. So I'm a senior aptitude trainer in CVCORP. Almost it's been 7 years that in this particular field training students on different segments like aptitude, logical part, all these things. Okay, so this is all about a small introduction about myself. And next, when we want to cover the syllabus, okay, so before that, okay, first there are few questions that we need to address. Okay, because when we are learning something, it's not something that we study or learn blindly, right? So I have a few questions. Okay, so try to post your answers in the chat box and feel free to interact, okay, in the classes as well. Okay, why a student needs to learn aptitude? Okay, this is the first question. Okay, if you know answer, post it in the chat box. What is the purpose of learning aptitude? Is that only required to clear first round in the interview process or something else? What is your opinion on that? Why a student needs to learn aptitude? Yeah, to build logical skills, to improve their IQ levels. Yes, very good. I'm getting some answers in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. Whatever the answers that I got, it is exactly correct, because like majority of the students, like what they used to feel is, okay, if you are learning something, okay, many people like might be feeling thinking about if you want to clear the first round, just only for that, okay, we need to learn aptitude. Okay, it's not at all correct. Okay, the perspective should be changed. Okay, because okay, it is not only to clear this first round of interview process, it is to develop our logical building skills, right? So, and also there are so many advantages that student have when you know aptitude skills, when you know when you learn aptitude topics. Okay, I'll tell you few. Okay, there are students who are good with aptitude. Okay, if you are good with aptitude, it is easy for you to build the logic even in programming as well, because almost programming and aptitude, there is not much big difference. Okay, because it's all about even aptitude or programming. Even if you want to write a code, you should think about the logic, right? So aptitude is all about logical skills. Okay, it's all about logical thinking. So what I can say is, okay, so if you are learning aptitude, okay, it's all about building your problem solving skill. It's not about just only to clear the first round of interview process. Okay, it's all about the way how we think decides like how we are solving the questions. But majority of the students, what they used to think is aptitude is all about mathematics. Okay, don't completely involve that, okay, segment, okay, whatever the mathematics, into aptitude, because it is not exactly mathematics where, okay, we have some standard process or standard steps we follow. Okay, and we will get that 10 marks for that. Okay, but aptitude is all about solving the same question as fast as possible within that specific time. Okay, that's the reason where we call it's all about building logical skills. And also if you are good at aptitude, okay, there are so many benefits that we have. Okay, one is about logical thinking. Okay, and next one is about problem solving skills. Okay, and also student needs to have a time management skill. Okay, aptitude is also a time management, because for every question, okay, we will be having a specific time to solve, right? So you all know that. Okay, so we have maximum, okay, 1 minute time for solving one particular question, 1 minute or 1.5 minute time. Okay, within that particular time, okay, how can we solve that particular question? So like applying formula, okay, and solving some calculations. So it's all about like dealing with the time. Okay, so you should have time management skill as well. Okay, while learning aptitude, it's about logical thinking, problem solving skills, time management skill. And more importantly, what I can consider is aptitude is the combination of knowledge and skill. Knowledge is where that we gain something new, and skill is where we perform that knowledge. Okay, so it is a combination of knowledge as well as skill. Okay, so try to consider this aptitude is the combination of knowledge as well as skill. Now, what we are going to cover and how we are going to cover, okay, these aptitude syllabus, and what are the topics that we are going to cover in this particular training. Okay, so there are so many topics, like almost we have a lot, okay, 50 plus aptitude topics, okay, in overall if you consider. But out of all the topics, we picked up the topics which are most important for the placement point of view, almost based on last 3 to 4 years observation. So we have filtered a few topics which are most important for the drives, okay, out of which these are the topics which I am going to talk about today. So what are the things, what are the topics we have, and what are the topics we are going to cover, and how we are going to cover. Okay, you might have heard about internal tests as well as mock tests. Okay, how we are going to conduct these exam, and in which platform that we are going to conduct these aptitude exams. Okay, everything in detail I'm going to cover in this particular session. Okay, and if you have any doubts, even after covering all the points, okay, you can raise your points in the chat box. Okay, feel free to ask whatever the doubts you have in the chat box. I'm happy to help you address your questions. Okay, done. Yeah, let's talk about, okay, aptitude syllabus, aptitude topics. Okay, what are the topics that we are going to cover? Okay, here you can see, let me zoom it. Okay, see, the topics order is not exactly or not mandatory to follow in the same pattern. I have just taken some topics based on the time limit as well. Okay, let me tell you, aptitude is completely, okay, so divided into two different segments. Okay, two different segments. One is quantitative aptitude, and next one is logical ability or logical reasoning part. Okay, mostly you people might have known about it. Let me write it. Yeah. Okay. Basically, aptitude is completely divided into two segments. One is quantitative aptitude. Next one is logical reasoning part. Okay. What is meant by quantitative aptitude and what is meant by logical reasoning? In the class, like whoever students who are listening the class, you might have known about, recently might have completed your thesis NQT exam. Okay, where you will be having not only thesis NQT, whichever the drive you take. Okay, in all the company specific. Okay, so they will be having two different sections in the aptitude test. One is numerical ability. You might have heard about numerical ability and reasoning ability in thesis exam. So what actually numerical ability and what actually reasoning ability? So numerical ability or quantitative aptitude, both are same. So which deals with, okay, the topics which have the little part of calculations. Okay, let me give you some examples for the topics. Okay, percentages, you might have heard about percentages topic, profit and loss, okay, ratios and proportions, averages, partnership, mixtures and allegations, permutations and combinations, probability, time and work, and very importantly, time, speed and distance. You might have heard about questions based on problems on trains, problems on boats and streams. So all these topics, okay, all these concepts that we are going to cover in numerical ability part, okay, or quantitative aptitude part. Then reasoning ability, okay, or logical reasoning part. Okay, what topic comes under logical reasoning? Okay, clocks, calendars, data sufficiency, and many students favorite topic in aptitude, coding and decoding, number series. Okay, so directions, ranking, so a lot more. Okay, these are the topics which comes under logical reasoning part. Okay, so in logical, majority of the students likes logical reasoning part the most. Okay, the reason is very less calculations, very less equations. Okay, so it is easy to understand. Majority of the students will not like much about quantitative aptitude, but I'll make sure that even you will understand these quantitative aptitude topics in an easiest way by using some smart tricks and shortcuts. Okay, no need to worry about it, because majority of the students used to feel that simple interest, compound interest, profit and loss, percentages, permutations, combinations, all these concepts are, okay, little difficult topics where all the formulas are involved in that topics. Okay, let's consider simple interest. Okay, if I'm talking about simple interest, like majority of the students mind the famous formula. Okay, one of the important formula that which is running in the mind is simple interest is equals to PTR by 100, right? If I talk about compound interest, so P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Okay, so trust me guys, if you know proper understanding of the question and proper understanding of the logic, I can able to say, okay, so without using these formulas, okay, you can solve the questions. Not only simple interest and compound interest, even in profit and loss also. Like even if some like a majority of the people, like they'll search in Google, they will get lot of formulas in the sheet. Okay, after looking at the formulas or after looking at the equations, like they will fed up of learning that percentages and profit and loss. But it's all about like the way how we are seeing the problem. Okay, so trust me, okay, I'll make sure that you will understand the concepts in a very clear way. Okay, and I'll clarify your doubts if you have. Okay, and maximum in our classes we will not use formulas or standard formulas to use only for this particular solution. Okay, mostly we will go in a logical approach. Okay, and shortcuts, there are so many shortcuts in quantitative aptitude. Even for averages also, we are going to deal with different types of shortcuts in averages, percentages, profit and loss. There are so many things to learn. Okay, so I'll make sure that everything that you will get it in an easiest way. Okay, so let me talk about okay, topics. Okay, let me give you briefing about all the topics individually. Okay, just for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, let's talk about the topic called coding and decoding. Again guys, it's not mandatory that we should cover in the same sequence. Okay, uh, one thing, okay, what I used to say to the students is, okay, maximum if any student is attending, okay, any particular drive, either it may be TCS or Cognizant or Accenture or any other drive. Okay, one of the biggest mistake that student will do, okay, is they will just open Google or YouTube. They will start learning the concept which they are not good at. Okay, if let's say an example, if a student are not so good at time and work, okay, what they will do, immediately they will start opening YouTube. Okay, so they will type time and work in the YouTube or Google. Okay, they will start learning time and work concept. Okay, if someone is not good at simple interest and compound interest, they will start searching in YouTube and they will start learning it. This is the biggest mistake that student do. Okay, what's wrong in that learning the topics which we don't know? Okay, majority of the students question is the same. Okay, sir, what's wrong in learning new topic which we don't know from the YouTube? So I'm not talking about learning new topic is wrong. Okay, so aptitude is all about learning based on priority wise. Okay, very simple logic. If I want to learn profit and loss, I should make sure that before learning profit and loss, whether I am good at percentages or not. Because without percentages, you cannot learn profit and loss. Because maximum, whatever the shortcuts or whatever the terminology involved in percentages will come in profit and loss. So how can you learn profit and loss without having a proper knowledge on percentages? Percentages is the main topic where which connected with so many topics in aptitude. Let's take an example. Okay, a percentages, profit and loss, complete connection. Let's talk about time and work. How percentages will be connected with time and work? Okay, let's say an example. Person A can complete a work in 10 days. Person B is 25% more efficient than B. Person B is 25% more efficient than A. Okay, now here what they're talking about, 25% efficient. Okay, means you should understand what that percentage deal with in time and work. Okay, even time, speed, distance as well. Okay, a train is going at some speed, another train is coming which is 20% more than the speed of A, train A. So here they're talking about percentages. Okay, when you are encountering these type of questions, either in time and work or time, speed, distance, or simple interest, compound interest. Simple interest, compound interest means the rate of interest is all about percentages, dealing with percentages. So without having proper knowledge on percentages, you cannot learn these topics. Like that, there are so many topics which are connected with in aptitude. This is the biggest mistake that students do. Okay, so that's the reason how we are going to learn aptitude is based on priority wise. I know which topic that students should learn in order to make sure that remaining topics will be easy. Okay, one more example. Without having proper knowledge on ratios and proportion, how can a student learn problems on ages? How can a student learn partnership? How can a student learn mixtures and allegations without having proper knowledge on ratios and proportions? You all might know problems on ages is most important topic in aptitude, right? So whichever the competitive exam you take, okay, there will be minimum guarantee questions comes from ratios and proportions. So that's how we should learn, okay, aptitude. Okay, it's not about something I don't know this particular topic, I should learn this topic. That's the reason even even in your college as well, okay, so majority of the students who are who came here, okay, might attend the CRT classes in your class, in your college, right? So you might know few topics which are discussed in your college, okay, in the name of CRT classes. But why a student cannot I mean remember complete concept during the time of college? There might be a lot of reason, but one of the biggest reason what I can say is, okay, so we don't have that flow in the college, because after learning 5 days or 1 week or 10 days, after that again semester exams will come, we will have some break. After next semester again they will come and they will teach us. This is the biggest drawback which we have in our college days, right? So we don't have that flow of learning aptitude. So aptitude is all about learning the part in a logical way, and priority wise, as I said, which topic that we need to learn first in order to make sure that next topics will make easy, okay, that we should know. And next point is, okay, as I said, we should have proper flow of learning the concept. If I teach you percentages now, and if I teach you profit and loss in the next after 10 days or 20 days, whatever the topics or shortcuts we learn in percentages, obviously you will forget. Okay, so how can you connect or relate that profit and loss, okay, which the shortcuts we used in percentages? So it's very difficult for the student. That's the reason whenever we are learning, that flow is important. Okay, hope you might have get the point which I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the topics. Okay, let's say let's take about the topics. Okay, coding and decoding. As you all know that the important type of questions we will get from coding and decoding is based on alphabet series, number series. Like apple is coded as, okay, they will give you one code and they will ask you to what is the code for mango based on the same logic. Okay, hope you might have known about this coding and decoding part. And number series, we have numbers. I'm just giving a small briefing about, okay, all the topics, as today is the first day. So I will give you complete briefing about aptitude, and whatever the questions that you have, I'll address all the questions. Okay, if you have any questions or particular queries, you can post it in the chat box. Okay, at last I will address your queries. Okay, so and I will clarify your doubts as well. Okay, next, calendars. It is one of the interesting topic, guys. Calendars, you all know that, okay, whenever like if we have date of birth, we can able to find the day, which day it is, right? If you know date of birth, particular date of birth, let's say 20 September 2003, okay, which day it was, okay, so you might be having a small knowledge on calendars. But you know what interesting part in our class? Okay, so anybody can solve if they know, okay, calendars concept by using pen and paper. But I will make sure that you can able to say any date of birth without using pen and paper. You can able to say which day it is. Any date of birth you can take, which day it was, either it is Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. I will make sure that you can say without using pen and paper, just by mind calculations. So trust me, it is very, very interesting concept. As I said, percentages, profit and loss. Okay, there's a connection. These two are very, very important. We call it as like percentages is backbone of aptitude. Majority of the topics that we can connect with percentages. Okay, and after that we have averages. Okay, and the number system also, it will take approximately 5 to 6 days to complete this complete number system, where we have divisibility rules and LCM HCF shortcuts. Still I'm not so sure how many of you are perfect in LCM and HCF, but we have different ways to calculate LCM and HCF. Okay, and there are many shortcuts for that LCM and HCF and its applications. Okay, and next, when we're talking about ratios, proportions, problems on ages, partnership, okay, mixtures and allegations, there are so many shortcuts that we, okay, especially in numerical ability. Okay, reasoning ability part is little easy to understand, but numerical there are so many questions. Okay, so next, blood relations, a very important reasoning topic. You might have seen a few questions asked in TCS. Okay, I'll talk about company specific things at the last. Okay, and what we are going to deal with if you are attending for any company specific drives. So that I'll discuss at the last. Okay, next we have directions. Okay, so all the topics that you might have known about, the names of the topic at least. Okay, if you observe, to cover these topics, it will take approximately, I have mentioned here, okay, 10 days or 20 days or 30 days at the side, but it's not mandatory rule that we should able to complete these particular topics in 20 days. Sometimes it may take 1 or 2 days buffer, I mean extra days. Okay, so no need to worry about the days here. Okay, just concentrate on topics we are dealing with and how much content that you are gaining from the classes. Okay, so next we have time and work, permutations and combinations. Guys, permutations and combinations is very very important topic that helps you to understand programming as well. Okay, because there are few questions which gave in the recent drives. Okay, in CVCORP there are few questions which came from the concept of permutations and combinations. So in order to write the program, first you should know what actually means by permutation and what actually means by combination, and even for probability as well. Okay, this is seating arrangement. Hope majority of the students used to like the concept of seating arrangement. It's all about just arranging, no formulas, no calculations, nothing. Okay, so seating arrangement, simple interest, compound interest. Okay, time, speed and distance, clocks concept, data sufficiency, where you will be having some set of statements and some set of conclusions, where we have syllogisms topic, and data sufficiency we have one question and statements. Statement 1 alone sufficient, statement 2 alone sufficient. Majority of the questions given from this topic will be asked in Accenture Cognizant exams. Okay, so next followed by we have sorry, blood relations already completed, right? So ranking, syllogisms, there are so many. Okay, so wise we are going to cover all these particular syllabus, okay, in the span of this approximately 3 months. Okay, so it's not so easy to cover all these topics just within 1 week or 10 days. So that's the reason we have taken maximum sufficient time to make each and every student to understand the concepts clearly. Okay, so as I said, guys, first thing, what from your side, make sure that you attend the classes regularly. And trust me, if you attend live classes, then it is very easy for you to understand the concept, and also it is easy for you to interact with the faculties. Okay, majority of the students, you know what they might be feeling like, if you have the time to put on attending online classes, maximum don't miss online classes. So leave about like recording sessions. Anyhow, recording sessions will be available. If you are unable to attend the online classes, then you can go with recording classes. If you can able to attend, okay, maximum my suggestion is try to attend online classes. Okay, try to attend live classes especially. Okay, in case any difficult situation, that you can go with recorded session. In case if you want to listen again the same class, okay, you can go with the recorded sessions, because learning aptitude is all about going in the same flow. Okay, so whatever the task, okay, that we are going to give in the class, so make sure that you complete the task on time. Do you complete the questions? I will give you a very very small task, like let's say once the topic will be completed, I will give you some 10 questions or 5 questions from the particular topic. If you can able to solve those questions, it is very easy for you to understand the concept. Okay, if you have any doubts, okay, you will be having next session that in the live classes you can ask the doubts. Okay, so that we can have a good interaction in the class, and also you will not feel that like whatever the doubts you have, that will be carry forwarded. Okay, so this is how these are the topics that we are going to cover in the classes. And what about exams? Okay, how exams will be conducted, guys? Once if 2 topics or 3 topics will be done, okay, you will be given a specific app. Okay, you can download it from the Play Store. Okay, we will be having CVCORP app, so you can download that app and you can log in, so that we can add you in our batch. Okay, in the specific batch, so that I can assign particular test for you in the online. So you might be having multiple choice or fill in the blanks. Okay, because if I give all multiple choice questions, okay, student will randomly select some options. So it is very difficult for us to screen which student, what's the level of the student actually it is, right? So you might be having multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks. Okay, once after completion of 2 or 3 particular topics, I will inform you early, little early. Okay, so on so date you will be having an exam, so that you can take up your exam. Okay, so you will be having, I will tell you while taking exam what are the instructions that we need to follow. So you just remember, for every 2 to 3 topics we will be having an internal test on those 2 or 3 topics, particularly on one particular day, that I will inform you early. Okay, no need to worry about those exams. So you can get you can get the score, and once after completion of the exam, okay, you can view the correct options, which options that you made mistake, and your next class if you want you can discuss with me what's the correct answer and what mistakes that you did. And if you have any questions, okay, especially about the exam, you can discuss with me so that I can clarify your doubts. Okay, so every day we will be having live classes, so no need to worry about the doubts. So you can freely ask your doubts and clarify your doubts. Okay, hope you all are clear about this particular exam pattern. Next, okay, next point that I want to talk about, company specific. Okay, so there are many students here who are attending offline, so we will be giving company specific training as well. Hope you might have seen recently, like we have uploaded so many videos of TCS NQT series in our CVCORP YouTube channel, right? So let's consider, if any like let's talk about TCS. If TCS drive happens, okay, so we will guide all our students. Okay, not actually we made live in YouTube as well. Okay, so not only our students, entire, okay, whoever the students across India, those who are attending TCS classes, okay, we got very good feedback from the YouTube as well. Okay, so if any particular drives comes to the CV Corp, if any particular drives which are offering commonly to all the students, like Accenture, Cognizant, Capgemini, okay, TCS. So if any particular drives happens, so we will take up the exam pattern of that particular drive, so that students will get clear cut idea before attending the drive. Okay, either it may be Capgemini, IBM, Accenture, okay, Cognizant, TCS, Infosys, whatever it is. If any open drives happens, so we will guide the our students particularly, so how to attend and what will be the exam pattern, in which areas that we should focus on. And we will discuss about previous year question papers as well, either it may be TCS or Cognizant or Capgemini, okay, and so on. Okay, so no need to worry about any company specific drives. If you are attending any company specific drive, okay, you can feel free to reach out to us, so that we can guide you to clear that first round of your recruitment process, I mean aptitude test, so that we can share you some questions of the previous papers, so that you can solve if you have any doubts. Okay, we will be available to you in the live classes to clarify your doubts. Okay, and when we're talking about logical part, okay, I just wanted to give you a small update. Why? Okay, guys, one point that I can suggest is, anyhow you are going to learn aptitude from the basic level, so maximum try not to miss the classes every day. Okay, and moreover, very few students which I observed is, okay, if any aptitude online exam is happening, obviously they'll start taking help from their friends, right? So maximum try to avoid that. Try to improve your logical thinking skills, because now the companies are becoming very smart. Okay, they're checking the students logical thinking skills. Okay, not only in the aptitude test, even during the time of interview also. I am not so sure how many of you are aware of it. Majority of our students in CV Corp, those who are attending everyday interviews, okay, majority of the students are giving the same feedback that, okay, sir, during the time of interview, HR asked me a logical question. HR asked me this puzzle. Okay, so there are so many students. The recent days, I'm listening these particular statements from the students, from our students especially. Okay, the same statement again and again. Okay, because during the time of interview, it's becoming a trend actually. Okay, during the time of interview, HRs are asking to students, okay, logical puzzles, logical questions, okay, to make sure that whether this particular candidate is having a logical thinking skills or not. So don't try to cheat during the time of exam. So my suggestion is better try to learn from the scratch. Okay, if you don't know, if you have zero knowledge at aptitude, no need to worry. We will teach you from the basic level. So only thing that you should make sure that try to attend the classes regularly. If you have any doubts, don't hesitate to ask your doubts. You can freely ask your doubts in the chat box so that we will address your questions. Okay, and there are few companies. Hope you might have heard about Capgemini and Cognizant exam. Okay, I'll talk about these two companies particularly, even IBM as well. Okay, maybe in case in the future, like if you are going to attend these particular drives, okay, make sure that Capgemini exam pattern got changed since 3 years. Okay, almost last 3 to 4 years. What I'm going to observe, especially in Capgemini and recently our students attempted the Cognizant drives. Okay, so what's the change is, okay, the drive pattern, whatever the exam that they are going to conduct, aptitude exam, okay, they changed that aptitude exam into based aptitude exam. Okay, so you will be given some different games. You need to play a game. Actually, what is the purpose of introducing this game based aptitude in the company drive? Very simple logic. Okay, why companies are mainly focusing on game based aptitude test? Okay, in order to make sure that the logical thinking is the main reason, to be honest, if we want to talk about that particular reason. So if it is an aptitude test, there is a chance that a student can cheat. I mean, they can search a question in the chat GPT or any other AI tools or Google. Okay, so but if it is a game, student cannot search particular game in chat GPT, right? Chat GPT cannot play the game. Student has to play the game in front of the camera. Okay, so it there because of this game based aptitude, okay, kind of cheating in the exam can be avoided by the student. Okay, that's the reason some companies are conducting. Okay, let's say Cognizant. Okay, recently, I'm not so sure how many of you are aware of it. Okay, but 2024 students who attended Cognizant exam, okay, recently. So there will be some certain game based aptitude. If you are the student who are going to attend any specific drives, no need to worry about it. I will take one or two particular sessions to make you understand about all these games. If any company drive that you are going to attend, okay, feel free to inform us so that we can give you a proper plan or proper set of things, instructions that makes you easy to clear this first round of aptitude. Okay, so this is all about, guys, mostly this is how like we deal in our uh, CVCORP. Okay, so these are the syllabus. This is how we will be taking, and slowly, mostly this is the first class. Okay, so slowly we'll get more info about like how our classes will be, and one more important thing is how we are going to cover topics. Okay, so let's say if I take all reasoning topics at the starting, okay, it is very difficult for student to understand all quantitative aptitude at the last. So we'll try to balance so that student will feel easy to understand quants and reasoning part. So we'll try to cover one reasoning topic and followed by one quantitative topic. Again, one more reasoning aptitude. So likewise, we will try to balance the topic so that student will not feel bored of learning all the things. And I'll make sure that student will never feel boring in the class. Okay. So this is what the things that we are going to discuss in our classes. Okay, next, any other doubts that you have? Okay, so we'll have some 10 minutes of interaction. If you have any queries or any doubts regarding topics or classes, anything, whatever you have, okay, just post it in the chat box so that I'll address your questions. Okay, we'll interact for 10 to 15 minutes, guys. Okay, and our first class that will starts from Monday. Okay, if you have any doubts, feel free to interact. Yeah. Okay. Daily, how many hours classes, sir? Okay. So every day we have 1 hour class. Okay, of aptitude. So we'll make it consistently. Okay, without any break. Okay, taking 4 5 hours in a day and leaving for 1 week. That does not look good. So we'll have continuously every day 1 hour minimum. So one hour to 1 hour 10 minutes. Okay, we'll have every day 1 hour class. Guys, it's not actually free classes. Okay, so a team will give you all the information in the group. Hope you are there in the WhatsApp groups. Okay, so which is there in the chat box. You join in that group. Okay, so that you will get to know all the details regarding the course. Okay, it's not about like only aptitude. To the complete Java full stack course, you will get all the details in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Any other queries that you want to, feel free to post your questions. Yes, guys, if you uh, attend the classes regularly and if you practice the questions which I give in the class, okay, those are maximum enough, okay, to clear your first round of the aptitude exam. Okay, that I can surely say that. But only thing is you should practice consistently. Any other queries, guys? Yeah, I didn't get any queries so far. Okay, so as I said, okay, just this is the demo that to make sure the students to understand what we are going to deal with. Okay, I can say that. Okay, just to if you improve, if you attend the classes and if you improve your logical skills, definitely that helps you to understand the coding as well. Okay, and that helps you to write the code as well and trace the code. Okay, so everything that we will teach you clearly. Yes, I have a question. Yeah, some to attend communication assessment of cognizant company. Yeah, surely that will have a class, okay, of this communication thing. Okay, because like even majority of the students were asking about, okay, resume building as well, sir. Share some template on how effective and attractive resume will be. Okay, and how the communication classes, and there are many, not only one particular student, majority of the students, like if I say out of 100, I can say that 90 members, 90 students will not have proper communication skills. Okay, like we will guide you on that as well, like how to clear I mean HR interviews, how to answer confidently in the interview, everything that we will cover. Okay, that no need to worry about it. Okay, guys. Okay, so today that's all about the basic introduction about aptitude. And from Monday, okay, don't miss out our classes. Okay, from Monday you will be having regular classes. Okay, every day 1 hour. Okay, on aptitude especially. So don't miss out the classes. Okay, so tomorrow you don't have any class. Like from Monday we are going to start with the first topic. Okay, don't miss out all the classes. If you have missed any for with any particular reason, so you'll be given a recorded sessions as well, so that you can listen the classes again if you want. Okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you. Thanks for today. Hmm. Stop. End meeting. Mic off చేసావా? Making